Hello and welcome to this week's coffee vlog. It's Thursday night tonight. Oh, stupid non-working handbrake. And it's about 7 o'clock. So I'm not going to be available Friday night, so I'm doing the vlog a day early. And this week has been it's been a bit so-so, to be honest. It's not been great. As is, things never go to plan. Obviously Monday was bank holiday for us, well, in the UK anyway, so I had Monday off, which was good. Got caught up on doing some bits and pieces at home. You'll notice when we get back that all the big bags that were in the garden have disappeared. I can't take claim to all of that. The oldest did do a bit of moving as well, but all that's moved, and all sort of prepared at the back. And then on Sunday I went to the Rokt climbing centre in Brighouse, indoor climbing, which is pretty cool because it's in some old flour mills. Long time ago there were big old flour mills there in Brighouse that picked up the big shipments of flour from the canals right behind them, so they sort of picked it up that way. And yeah, it's pretty cool. It's still got some of the kind of features from the silos that held the flour. But yeah, we went to that indoor climbing, booked a taster session, so you get like a private tutor to go around for the youngest to just get him into it and just see if he liked doing it or not, to be honest. I mean, he likes climbing on stuff, I know that. So I thought I'd take him to some proper climbing, see if he liked that. And yeah, needless to say, he loved it. He was straight into it and straight round. They have some sort of low walls with soft padding around for what they call bouldering, which is you're just walking around the edge, so you're only a few feet off the floor really on the little grabs and holds that they have. So to get him started, got him going round there, and you can go all the way around like a walled circuit and around corners, which is pretty tricky. And he did that no problem. He was away, didn't have any foot down or anything, so that was good. And then he went off and we went into some of the big silos with he had like a harness on, you get all roped up, and there's various routes to go, and he was away climbing up. Did really well. The highest one he got to, and he was away, it had got a lot higher, but he got to like that highest point, and then looked back down and realised how high he'd got, and it was like, oh, I want to come down now. And it was literally, I could tell, he just looked at it and he'd thought, I'm really high up now, I'm not sure I like this. So, but I mean, that's something he'd get more used to, because you know what he's done so far, he's never been that high up before. But he certainly enjoyed doing it, and enjoyed being at the place and wanted to stay even longer afterwards. So we'll be going back there again. It's a pretty cool place, it looks good, and we had a good time with the instructor. So apparently though, I've got to do an adult supervisor course, and then basically we can just sort of have pay for a season ticket, and we can go at any time, and I can just supervise him that way. So I'll have to do that. I'll perhaps do another taster session for him just to get him going a bit more, and he can be doing that with an instructor while I'm doing my course, which I think is mostly going to be about learning about doing the tying off of ropes and harnesses for the bigger stuff, as it were. But it'll be pretty good when we get it all sorted. So I'm looking forward to doing a bit more of that. What else has been happening? I had to get a new back right tyre. The wood screw was too near the sidewall, and it was right on the edge. I kind of thought that it would be. To be fair, that tyre has already had one puncture that did get fixed in it, so I'm never really sure about how many times you're supposed to fix punctures in tyres before they become a bit more unreliable than they should be. This is not helping. And then yeah, and the tread was actually pretty low. It's 78% worn they came up with on the back too, so you know, it wasn't like it's a brand new tyre that I lost. So, but still, it's 125 quid I won't see again, one way or the other. But at least I don't have to spend my time coming out to the car and filling the tyre up with air before I can go anywhere. And it had got to the point over the bank holiday weekend, I think on Sunday, it lasted about an hour. But I worked out after that I needed to not park with the screw on the floor, because that was making it worse. So I was then making sure after that I was parking with the screw up above. I worked out where to have the obviously the valve for filling it. If I kept that on the bottom, it meant the screw was near the top somewhere, and that helped a great deal. So but yes, a very annoying bank holiday weekend spent pumping tyre up. It's really annoying for everyone else that won't be compressor going. And Bob, yes, I know you mentioned about the fact that manufacturers don't put spare tyres in now. Like, this car doesn't have a spare tyre, but it does have an inflation kit, which admittedly the inflation kit doesn't actually have any inflation goo, for want of a better term, in the tub left, because apparently the people before I had it, when it was a rental car, must have needed to use that at some point and emptied it. So we still have to put the bottle on to make the compressor work, because otherwise there's just a big hole where the bottle would be, and then it doesn't pump air properly. So it's a very good compressor when it does run. It's very quick, actually, better than the cheap RAC one I got, which kind of pegged out after a while. Well, I think it was just taking forever, and I gave up on it. So yes, I didn't buy the car based on the fact whether it had a spare tyre or not. This particular one didn't have a spare tyre, and I didn't pay a great deal of attention to that. Obviously, it's kind of annoying if you can't put a working tyre on, although to be fair, most of the time when I have had punctures, well, I think only 2 times with this, it's been slow enough that I've just been able to top the puncture up and then keep going. So as long as you've got a compressor to hand, you're kind of alright. You can just keep topping up and then get yourself to wherever you need to fix it. So so that was that, really. Star Wars Battlefront, because I don't think I mentioned it last week. Shock horror. I am still plodding along, kind of getting into it. I am finding a bit that there's, certainly when I'm going on, because I don't get a lot of time to play, so if I do, if I'm fortunate to be awake to do it, it's late at night, and I don't know if it's that late at night thing, or if just it's generally that there's only certain hardcore of gamers left playing Star Wars Battlefront. I don't know. I don't know why this guy's just like sweeping over behind me. He's just right over the line there. I know he's going to overtake me and then the other car to get where he's going. Obviously in a rush. Isn't everyone in a rush? So yeah, Star Wars Battlefront. I don't know if it's a time of night to play. I don't know, if it is just a hardcore set of fans that are playing now, but it seems to be everyone is very, very good who's playing, and I'm still very better. It's a bit of a problem. I'm just not sort of really improving too much. But again, also the other thing is I'm trying to play on these different there are different awards and things, so I'm using guns that I'm not entirely that good with continually, and that doesn't help at all. But there are, people are just getting really good. But there's a flip side to that, because sometimes you'll start a match, like I had to win 3 cargo matches in a row. Well, not in a row, I just had to win 3 cargo matches, but whenever you join and play, things like that, when you've got a challenge to win a certain match or something, really winning it isn't based on you or me. personally, because, you know, it's a team effort. And the thing is, what is going to win it at the end of the day is how good everyone else is. Because I ain't going to win it in a million years on my own. And in fact, actually, I did play a round of extraction against one other person. It was me and someone else the other night. It was hilarious. And he was a bit better than me. But not a huge amount, but he was a bit better than me. But it was just, because the thing is, normally when you get down to that is 1-on-1, normally, you know, the other person is like, oh, stuff this, I'll go out, quit and go to something else. But he stayed in, and because he stayed in, I stayed in. So we played an entire 12-minute match of 1-on-1 with me trying to get my my extraction goodies to the extraction point. No, actually, I wasn't. I was trying to stop him getting to the point, and he was trying to get it there. And obviously, there's 2 heroes for either side per match, so he got heroes first. And that made it very hard for me because I just couldn't kill the heroes, and there's only me shooting, so that was hard. And then when my hero pop-up came up, I at least had a bit of a chance of making it. He won the round in the end, but it was just kind of amazing that there was just me and another guy playing this match for 12 odd minutes. And yeah, so really the matches are, you know, winning or losing is how good the rest of your team is. So if you're pitched in with a load of people who aren't that great, then, and you're not that great either, it's going to be hard work. If you're pitched in with some mixture of good and bad, then you might be alright. If you're in with a crack team and you've got quite a few who obviously play together on the PSN network and talk to each other over the headsets and stuff, then you're on a complete winner. And there does seem to be times like that when you seem to have 2 or 3 or maybe 4 even people, or characters on the game, but they're obviously people who are coordinated and know exactly what they're doing and they're all working together. And when you sort of hit that kind of jackpot, well, you just join the game and you don't really need to do that much. You're just running about being useless as usual, for me anyway. And like I say, your teammates just carry it off for you and win it for you. So those sort of challenges when you get in. So sometimes I'm really unlucky and I get a row where I just keep getting into teams where everyone's not that great and I'm not that great, and we just get thrashed. And I'm thinking, oh God, I've got to win 3 of these matches, and I'm not even every game and we're losing. And especially stuff like that, it can take, you know, it can take 15-20 minutes sometimes. There's long playing time to then not achieve your end goal of winning to get your extra bonus points or whatever. So, but other times I've been pitched in to right at the last minute and literally done like a minute and a half of gameplay and won the round, and that's just won it for me. So it's, you know, it's just where stuff goes, isn't it? So yep, Star Wars Battlefront going well. Still looking forward to the Death Star thingy. No idea who they are, but I'll wave anyway. And I'm back home. So there you are. That's it, been my week. Kind of mediocre at work, you know, steady away, stuff going on. Much more to get done, but I suppose we'll get there eventually. And yeah, big high with the rock climbing. We did love that, so we'll get on with that again sometime soon. And yeah, so have a good weekend and week next week, and I shall catch you in next week's coffee vlog on a Friday. See ya.